Let's talk about how to visualize your event data in Airtable using interfaces. A lot of teams use Airtable and find a lot of value out of creating these views and sorting these views and filtering them and setting up calendars and whatnot within the data layer, which is what you see when you click on data up here. However, in Airtable, there's three layers to the cake. There's data at the bottom, automations in the middle, and then interfaces at the top. So once you set up your data and you set up all of your tables and fields how you want them to be, you can create more streamlined workflows and systems for your workflows using interfaces. I have the data layer here set up for an events table with tasks and people. And so this is just an example. You can obviously extrapolate these concepts to whatever use case you're doing, even if it's not event management. All right, so when you click interfaces up here, it's going to show you a page where you can start creating a new interface. But when I click it, it's going to show me the interface that I already created. So I'm going to show you a few interface pages so you can understand how it works. So in our interface, we have 5 pages. One is a calendar, which allows us to see all of our events laid out on a typical calendar view. We can click into any of our events and see the information that we care about storing for each of these events. All of this data is going to be populated using forms in order to standardize and streamline our data entry and make sure all of our event data comes in from the requesters with the details that we need to be able to assign and distribute the work. So we have our name, our status, the type of event. This is an example use case of a birthday. But imagine this is, perhaps it's a marketing moment or it's a social media post or whatever it might be. We can, use the same structure for whatever you need. So back on our calendar, you can see all these are colored, which is another nice feature of Airtable, just allowing us to add another layer of information to every record on our calendar. We can filter all of our events on this calendar as well to see ones of certain statuses, um, which is really nice. We can also do certain locations, different types of events. Whatever fields we have set up in our Airtable base will show up as options for us to filter by here at the top. So for our event use case, we also set up a holding pen, which is where all of our events come in as they are submitted through the form so that our team can figure out exactly what is being requested and who needs to be assigned for each of these events. We have an event planning interface that shows us all of the tasks that are automatically created when we send a project into the accepted status. So I can show you how that looks really quick. So if we have this event here and we accept it up here on the top right, we will be able to see our event in the event planning interface here with all the tasks planned out on the Gantt chart. So these tasks are able to be rescheduled and it'll push out the entire timeline for the project. We can move it back as well and readjust these dates dynamically as we need. So once we assign to somebody, we can also change the date and see this timeline update dynamically across all our teams. So each of these pages is actually using the same set of tasks, events, and people. So when we change something here in our event planning view for our task, it also will change everywhere else. So if we have our task here set up to assign it to somebody, for example, I'll assign it to myself. This task to set date and time is going to show up in my tasks view. And here, I can actually complete this task, check it off, mark it done, and it will show up as done in the event planning view. So it's one shared set of data, which is actually what makes Airtable really beautiful. Everything updates and saves automatically. There's no save buttons. Our team is kept 100% up to date, real time with every change we make anywhere in the database. So I showed you the My Tasks view, which allows us to see the tasks that a particular user is assigned to. So to make that happen, Airtable's interfaces has a very unique feature where we can filter each of these pages to only show records that are relevant to that particular user. So since this task was assigned to me, I can filter this page to only show tasks that I'm the assigned user for. Same process that happens for our events. And this is pretty self-explanatory based on what we just explained about the task view, so I won't go into too much detail about this. So this has been a quick demo of how you can visualize data in Airtable using interfaces. If this has been helpful, please subscribe to our channel, leave a like, and then if you want some specific help or I want to ask a question to us directly, feel free to reach out to us on our website or schedule a free consultation and we'll be able to talk specifically about what you're trying to build. All right, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.